Hi guys, my name is Houndy from the Fantasy Ground forums. This is the next part of my tutorial for the Rollful Initiative add-on extension. As I mentioned previously, this is built upon the extension which was created by Stalker87. He's not currently using Fantasy Grounds or coding, so he was kind enough to give me permission to reuse his code, build upon it and re-release it as I wished. So my ultimate aim in this is to create a contested check, so something like grapple, but that's a bit down the line. In my previous video I talked to you about the PCs and the NPCs and how to use the general interface. In this video I'm going to talk to you about the two options I've added: manual saves for PCs and manual saves for NPCs. Now, my players get quite annoyed that they can't roll the saves themselves. This happens for spell saves and concentration saves and some of the automatic death saves, and in real life they would always be rolling those saves themselves. So I'll show you what happens normally if the option is turned off. So say this wyvern has stung him, and now Ravina has to do a constitution save. You'll see it automatically rolls. She succeeded. And this is her. She's has all rolled, she didn't get to do anything. So I added the option to make this integrate with the Rollful Initiative so that these saves can be manual. I did it for NPCs as well, because maybe as a DM you're someone who likes to be clicking these buttons, and also it gives you a bit more control because you know that a save's about to happen, and it pauses it so you can maybe do something or change something or talk about something rather than it just automatically rolling. But as a DM you don't have to have that on if you want that left automatic, especially if, say, a fireball comes in and you don't want to have to click 10 times to roll all of the saves. But I personally find that my players at least like to use this PC option. So this time I'm rolling, and you'll see that no roll has happened and there's a save. Now it says +5, and the reason for that is because Ravina has +3, +5 constitution save, so it takes it from there. Okay, so she can now roll, and she succeeded. So as per usual, if he tries and does this damage, it's going to do half damage, although she's probably going to die anyway. Oh no, she just about survived. In fact, she easily survived. So let's just reset her health. So that's how that works. It also works with constitution saves as well. So let's see. I think this hold person is concentration. So I'm going to, she's going to now do hold person on the wyvern. So she can target the wyvern in multiple ways. She can target on a map or drag and drop. Any way that you'd normally do a save will be overwritten by the Rollful Initiative, and you'll have to roll manually now. So let's cast this on the wyvern, and you can see that. I did this on the DM side, which I probably shouldn't have done. In fact, let's just click off that and do that again from her. So she wants to attack the wyvern and do hold person, so drag on wyvern. It says that she's cast it. It comes up here, and now you'll see +1 modifier for wisdom, because if we look here on his character sheet, his wisdom is only +1. So off he goes. He succeeded, but let's pretend that he didn't. And so she's going to drag on the effect, and now the wyvern is paralysed. See there? Paralysed, but it's a concentration spell. So now let's say zombie goes, and the zombie is going, attacks and hits Ravina, and now does some damage. Rolls the damage as normal, but now you'll notice here that's gone red, and if you look at her screen there's a concentration save, and she now has to roll that save, and well, she's got +5, so she succeeds. And yeah, so the concentration has been sustained, she succeeds, and the paralyzer save. Of course, if she fails, then that would not work. That's kind of the new functionality. You can have it turned off, so the NPC doesn't have to save and it rolls automatically. Just one thing to note, it does override any save. So if you now went into Marina's character sheet and she decided that she wanted to do a save through here, so let's say a constitution save, it will now come up like this, even though she's double clicked it there. It's just the way it works. It overrides the underlying save. She failed that time. So I think that's about it. In my next video I'm working on the grapple. The first release is going to be a very simple grapple. You'll have a grapple icon on the NPC. You'll drop it over your target, or click on it when you've got someone targeted. It'll initiate a roll for you, an athletics roll, and then it'll initiate a roll on the NPC or the target side. They'll get to choose between athletics and acrobatics, because that's how grapple works, and then based on the result the target will then either be grappled or not, and all the results will be pumped out to here. So it's probably realistically a couple of weeks away. After that I'm going to do push, which once I've got it working for grapple should be really quick to work for push, and then after that I'm going to make it so that you can manually add your own checks. So you could do insight versus deception, you could do medicine versus survival, you could do anything you want, and you can do multiple versus multiple, and you get multiple choices. So that's the ultimate aim. Thanks for listening, hope this is useful for you. It's only a beta release, it's the first release, so please report any bugs on the forum, and I'll put a link down below, and I hope you enjoy using it.